Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So this reading, we're looking at the month ahead, next 30 days. And that applies to whenever you find this video. It's timeless. It's meant for you when you find it. So I've got 3 readings for you. These cards came out of the readings. I've already recorded the readings. I typically do the intro after I'm done. So group 1, your card is number 26, and it's the book. And I'll hold it there in case you want to take a good look at it. It's the book. Group 2, your card is number 13, the child. Okay. And group 3, your card is number 10, the scythe. Okay, all you have to do is pick which card, which reading you want to go to, which group you want to be in. Go down into the description box, click on the timestamp for the reading you want to watch, and it will take you straight there. Okay, thanks y'all. And group 1, all right, we're going to take a look at the next 30 days, the month ahead. And of course, this is timeless, meaning whenever you come across this video, that's when you're meant to watch it. I do believe that Spirit brings us to the messages we need to hear when we need to hear them. So whether it's, right after I post it or it's, a long time after, doesn't matter. The timing is yours. All right, I have 2 cards pulled for you initially. I'm also going to pull some tarot. Your first card, which you've already seen from the intro, is card number 26, and it's the book. The book. Okay. And your second card is the Tower. Okay. Before I get into those, I'm going to go ahead and pull your tarot cards and get a full picture of what we're looking at for you for the next month. All right, your first card is the Knight of Wands. We have the Two of Swords reversed. And finally, we have the Emperor. All right. Beautiful energy. Okay, give me just a second. I just want to take all these cards in. I'm going to listen for any initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk through everything that's going on here. Okay, so bear with me 1 second, y'all. The first thing they're saying is this is going to be a busy month for you, and I can see that in the cards as well. They're saying you're going through a bit of a transition. They're saying you're about to go. Hold on. They're really, I would say this reading is primarily about work, the work you do, your career, your business, something you do for money. So take that as it applies to you. They are saying that you're going to be very busy this month, that it's going to be a bit of a time of change. There's change for your work, yes, but not, they're saying most of the change is internal in you. There's something new you're either taking on or learning or starting, and it's going to be very beneficial for you, and you're going to start seeing evidence of that before the month is over. You're going to start seeing some validation or reward for your hard work in this month. That doesn't mean like you're going to suddenly get this huge windfall. You might, some of you might, But for most of you, it's validation. It's encouragement. It's some reward or recognition for the work you've done, for the dedication you've been putting into what you do. And it will be enough to give you that boost to carry you forward into the months ahead. It will be really good for you. So you're going to be really grateful for what comes in this month. Again, I don't want anyone to expect, oh, you're going to get this huge windfall, major promotion, major pay raise. Look, some of you might, but what I'm primarily getting is that your hard work is going to start paying off, and you're going to see evidence of that this month. Okay. All right, I'm going to start with the tarot cards, and then we'll jump back and look at the Lenormand cards. So your first card is the Knight of Wands. And they're giving me this immediate energy of you're starting this month out, you're hitting the ground running. You've kind of made up your mind. This is what I want. And you're done stalling, if that makes sense for you. There's some things that you've been wanting to do. There's some progress you've been wanting to make. There may be projects you've been wanting to work on. There's something there that has been kind of lingering in the background, waiting for you to kind of take the reins and run with it. And that's exactly how you're starting this month off. You're looking toward the future, and you're no longer willing to be stagnant in what you do or in your job, your work, your business. You're ready to move forward in a big way, in a smart way, knowing it's not a race, but also knowing that standing still and waiting for something to happen to you or for you is not enough. You're going after it as this month begins. And it's a good thing. Spirit is applauding that. It's the right time. It's the right amount of effort. It's the right attitude. And you're ready. So that's wonderful. Okay. They are giving just a slight caveat. Yes, work hard. Yes, give it your all. Give it what you've got. But the Knight of Wands does have a slight tendency to try to do too much and to burn out too soon. They're giving me, it's not that you're going to burn out, because they are giving me that you feel very in control of your energy at this time. But just watch that you do. Make sure you have some balance in your life. Even if you feel like you're going full force with your work, make sure you've got some balance, because you don't want to burn out. You don't want to get, to the end of the month and have nothing left to continue forward. I don't feel that is what's going to happen, but they are just giving me that as just a caution. Just be aware of it. If you're starting to feel like you're fizzling out, like you need a break, like you need to rest, do that. Allow yourself the time to do that. Don't slip back into old patterns and get stagnant, because it will stall. It will stall your progress. Keep the momentum going forward, but do listen to your body and allow yourself the rest it needs in this month, because it is a busy month for you. You're going to be going forward full steam. So just watch your own energy. That's all. That you don't do more than you're physically ready for. Okay. All right. So your next card is the Two of Swords reversed. Give me just a second. I just want to hear what they're saying about this. They're saying you're no longer looking at your work, your business, whatever this is. You're no longer looking at it with clouded eyes, with shrouded eyes, meaning In the past, you may have looked past certain situations. You may have looked past your own energy, your own effort. What they're really giving me is that you're seeing things clearly. As you get around mid-month, you're no longer waffling about your work or your career, your job, your business. It's like previously you weren't exactly sure what you wanted to do, how you wanted to go about it, that you were ready, that you were worthy, whatever it specifically is for you. There is this little bit of waffling, of uncertainty, of not moving forward because you're not sure if you're ready or if something is ready. And that goes away this month. It's a really wonderful forward moving energy for you, because you're no longer sitting back and waiting for circumstances to change, for situations to develop, for you to feel better about what you do and how you do it. It's like you hit the ground running, and you quickly realize, I got this. I can do this. Now I know what I want. I'm going after it. It's a solid energy here in the middle of the month, by the middle of the month, that you're no longer questioning whether you're doing the right thing, or whether you're working hard enough, doing enough, whether you have it in you, whether you're good enough. You know you are. You really get this realization, and it may come sooner than the middle of the month, but by the middle of the month, you really start to recognize your own worth and the value of your effort and your time and your work. Okay. And by the end of the month, we have this beautiful Emperor energy. This is boss energy. This is manifesting your physical, material reality energy. Meaning, listen, we all work for money. We all work because we want to progress, we want to achieve, we want success, we want to make, a living. This is the ultimate card of owning that, of owning your own success, of being in charge of it, of experiencing the manifestation of your efforts. And you are, by the end of the month, you are going to experience on some level the manifestation of your efforts. And I feel like in the past, you have put in effort. You've been dedicated. You've been working hard, sometimes more than others. There were times like bursts of energy where you really gave it your all and then didn't see any huge results from it. And so you started to back off. And then you'd have another period where you would give it your all and you'd go, go, go. And still results were slow to come in. I feel like you've been going through that for a while. And it was probably a bit unmotivating, demoralizing. It's like you want to work hard and achieve, but when you're working hard and not getting anything for it, you start to lose steam. But this month, it's like the wall comes down. That wall you've been banging up against. You're going to put in the effort. You're going to see your value. You're going to see what you want. You're going to go for it. And this time, the results are going to come in. And you're going to grab a hold of it and you're going to own it. And you're not going to let it shake you again. By the end of this month, you're going to feel your own power, your own authenticity, your own boss energy with whatever it is you do. Okay? Now, jumping back to the Lenormand cards, the book represents where you are at the beginning of the month. So you may be learning something new or realizing something that you hadn't realized before. It's like prior to now, this book was closed. And as the month begins, the book opens, the secrets are revealed. And I don't mean that there are secrets in your work. It's kind of an inner secret. It's like you realize, this is what I need to do. This is how I go forward. This is how I finally achieve the success I want. This is where it all begins. And you do begin. You open the book and you go. And yes, it's a bit of a learning experience as you go through the month, because you're going to be doing things and seeing results, and you're going to be seeing things so much more clearly. But it'll be worth it this month. All the effort will be worth it, and will continue to be worth it as you move along. Even more so beyond this month, but this month you really do start to get that manifestation, right, of all the work you've been putting in, not just this month, but in the past as well. Because you end the month with this Tower card. And the Tower card means many, many things. It's not the same as the Tower in tarot. It really is, in your instance, in this instance, it's representing work. It's representing rising up above where you were, kind of leveling up, reaching not the peak, but a peak in your career, meaning you're reaching a level you hadn't reached before. And being able to see things more clearly. You know, you're up above the clouds, you're able to see your work situation, your job, your business with so much more clarity, that this boss energy just starts to really solidify in you. So really wonderful. This is fantastic energy for you, Group 1. I'm really happy for you. Yes, it's very work related. Yes, you need to keep balance with the other parts of your life. But I feel like you've been waiting for this. You've been working for this, and you may have been prior to now wondering, is it ever going to happen? It's going to happen. You're going to start to see evidence of that this month. Big, enough evidence that you end the month feeling really strong and powerful and energized. All right, Group 1, I'm so happy for you. If this reading resonates, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Just lets me know that our energies are connecting. Should also help future readings connect with you on a higher level as well. If you want to drop a comment about down below, I always appreciate that. I love your comments. I read every single one. And I just want to thank you for being here. All right, have a good day, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, Group 2. All right, today we're going to look at the month ahead, the next 30 days. And this is whenever you find this video. It's a timeless reading, meaning when you find it is when the timing starts. So you may come across this video right after I post it. You may come across it months or years later. Doesn't matter. I believe Spirit brings us to the messages we're meant to hear exactly when we're meant to hear them. So trust in that. Okay, so I've got 2 initial cards for you. These are Lenormand cards. The one you've already seen from the intro is card number 13, the Child. And your second card is number 17, the Stork. All right, I'm going to set those aside for now, and I'm going to pull your tarot cards so we can get a full picture of what's coming up for you in this month ahead. Okay, your first card is the Magician. All right, then we have the Page of Wands. And finally, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, give me just a second. I want to take these cards in. I'm also going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about everything that's going on here. Okay, so hold on one sec. Give me a chance to listen here. The first thing they're saying, which is wonderful, they're saying you're going to be feeling a powerful sense of excitement this month. It will be the exact reason, of course, will be different for everyone. But there is something new coming into your life this month that's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of excitement. And it's also going to, how do I put that? Alleviate past disappointment. That makes sense. In other words, there's something that had disappointed you in the past. And it's like that, you erase that this month. Whether it's whatever you wanted before comes to fruition, or something better comes into your life where you aren't stuck on whatever that was from before. They're saying it's going to be a really good month for you guys. A really good month. So be happy and enjoy it. Make the most of it. It's like this kind of month doesn't come along all the time, and we all know that. This is one of the really, really good ones for you. So I'm really happy for you. All right, let's jump into the cards. I'm going to start with the tarot cards, and then we'll circle back into the Lenormand after. All right, your first card is the Magician. They're telling me what comes about this month isn't an accident. It isn't, just luck. It's in some way you made this happen. You manifested it. You created it. Whether it was just through your own, determination and your effort. It could be through your own really strong desires. This power of attraction, it gets a lot of buzz, in the world, law of attraction. It's so much more than just wishing for something and announcing to the universe you want something. There has to be this true emotional desire for something and this ability to believe all the way down to your toes that it's possible. And there's something that you have wanted for a long time, for a while, and you haven't given up. You might have had, dips in belief every now and again, but primarily they're giving me you've been steadfast in your belief and trust that this would eventually come into your life. And this month it's going to happen. In some way it's going to happen. And you are the one that made it happen. So there's this element of be proud of yourself. Look at that. Look at what comes about this month. Something manifests that you have been wanting for a long time. And they're saying when this month is over and you can look back on it, look at it with a little bit of pride and remember this moment, because down the road there will be other things that come up that you've wanted or that you will want, that mean a lot to you, that are very important to you, where that desire is just as strong. And they're saying you'll be able to repeat the process through your own inner and outer effort, your desire, your love for something, your belief in something. If you can remember this moment and how you made this happen, you'll realize that you can do it again and again in the future with other things. It is a moment of clarity and appreciation and understanding here of the bigger picture, not just of the situation, but it's like you get this blink of clarity about kind of how the universe works. It may not be this huge revelation, but it's like this flash of clarity that has you step back and go, whoa, I actually can have whatever I want. If I really want it and believe it can happen. Deep down inside, it's more than just wishing for it. It's more than just wanting it. It's that deep, deep desire and that steadfast belief that it can happen, even if you don't know how. Okay. All right. So your next card is the Page of Wands. Give me just a second. I just want to hear what they want to say about this card. Okay, they're talking about a message coming in. Now, when I say message, that can be in any number of forms. It's information that comes into you that confirms for you that something is coming, that something is on its way. This is showing up in the position of the middle of the month. It could happen anywhere, this month. It's not the beginning, it's not the end, it's somewhere in the middle. If that makes sense. Timing is fluid, so try to keep that in mind. But they are giving me that this information, this message, announcement of some kind. Of course, it will be different for all of you. Will make its way to you in its own way, but it will be confirmation of what is about to become reality. For some of you, I am very clearly getting, certainly not all of you, for some of you, you may actually find out that you're pregnant or expecting this month. Definitely not all of you, but that's a very clear message I'm getting. But in a similar way to, conceiving, you're all going to experience the birth of a creation, something you manifested, something you created, kind of out of nothing, just out of the desire for it. But mid-month is when it's like you get word that it's coming in some way. It might be a hint, it might be an announcement, might be an official notice, but it's that kind of light bulb moment where you go, wow, this is real. This is going to happen. Beautiful. Okay. And at the end of the month, we have the Five of Cups reversed. And Spirit's just giving me this huge smile. And I know this isn't like a smiley, happy card, but it's like this moment. By the end of the month, it's like all your disappointments in the past, all the times that you've wanted this and it didn't happen, all the times that you believed it would come and it didn't manifest. All of that disappointment is erased by the end of this month because you finally see what is there for you, what is coming for you, what is showing up or has shown up. It's magnificent. Like they're just giving me shivers from head to toe about this. It is magnificent. You realize that past disappointments were just that. They were just past disappointments. It wasn't failure, it wasn't loss, it was leading to a bigger moment of clarity, of manifestation, of receiving what you deserve. And you will be so happy and grateful for it. It is a bit of a fresh start for you. It's wonderful, wonderful energy. Okay, so let's jump into the Lenormand cards. You've got here the Child at the beginning of the month and the Stork. Again, especially with these two cards, for some of you, you may find out you're pregnant or expecting. If this is something you've wanted and been waiting for, it may manifest this month. Doesn't mean, obviously, you find out this month you're pregnant, you're not going to have the baby by the end of the month, but it means baby's on the way. For others of you, it's still about creation. It's about this, at the beginning of the month, it starts out as this almost childlike belief. You know how children innocently, and sometimes we think naively believe, and they can have anything. They can do anything. They can make anything happen. They believe in the magic, right? And as this month starts, you're believing in the magic too. You don't quite see it yet. You don't see the results of that magic yet. But you do have this belief, and it ties right in with the Magician card. Ties right in with the Magician card that you're unwavering, just like a kid would be, just like a child would be. You're unwavering in your belief that this can happen, you know? And then by the end of the month, you have the stork. This is the new beginning. This is the gift, the delivery, the moment when the universe hands you in some way what you have been asking for, what you have been craving, what you have been desiring, what you have been wanting so much that you put your heart and soul into manifesting it, into bringing it into reality. By the end of the month, it's like it's either there or it's on its way, but it's confirmed, right? The good news has been delivered, and the results are either there or concretely on the way, you know. Wonderful, absolutely beautiful, beautiful. I'm so excited for you, group 2. All right, well, thank you for being here and for watching. If the reading resonated, if it helped you in any way, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Just lets me know that our energies are resonating. It helps me continue to do this work. You know, if I believe I'm helping anybody, it helps me keep going. I find it also usually helps future readings resonate with you more when you interact. If you want to drop a comment, I would love to know what you're manifesting, what you're creating. I love to read your comments and feel your energy. It's really fantastic, and I appreciate that as well. But whatever you feel called to do, I'm grateful, and I just want to thank you for being here, y'all. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3. All right, today we're looking at the next 30 days, the month ahead. And of course, this time frame begins whenever you are watching this video. It might be, you know, immediately after I post it. It might be months or even years later. Doesn't matter. I believe Spirit brings us to the messages we're meant to hear and exactly when we're meant to hear them. So I've got 2 initial cards for you. These are Lenormand cards. One you would have seen in the intro. It's card number 10. It's the Scythe. And it is paired with card number 30, the Lilies. Okay. I'm just going to set those aside for now and get you some tarot cards, and then we'll talk about what this month ahead is going to look like for you. Okay. First card is the Six of Cups in reverse. Then we have Three of Wands reversed. And lastly, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Don't worry about the reverse cards. It's just brings a little extra nuance to the meanings. They're not negative having a reversed card. So I know some people think that's the case. It just isn't. It's not true. Okay, give me just a sec. I just want to take these cards in, and I'm going to listen for any initial messages for you, and then we'll jump in and talk about what's going on here. Okay, so bear with me one sec. The first thing they're saying is that there is going to be a big change for you this month. Let me see if I can get a little more information. It does feel a bit sudden, not negative, not negative. but it will feel a bit out of the blue. They're giving me, there's a message, there's an announcement. They're telling me hold on. Yeah, they're telling me it's a fairly big change that's going to come about fairly early in the month. They're saying the change may, it's like it might startle you, but not upset you. It's not negative in any way. You're just going to be surprised by it. That's the truth. You're surprised by it because you weren't expecting it, or you won't be expecting it. Maybe you will be now if you're watching this reading. But even with this reading, it feels like you might not know what the change is until it happens. They're telling me it is a very positive change that is going to bring an amount of stability and security into your life in some way. It's like after this change happens, things get easier for you. It's almost like you could take a deep breath and go, oh, okay, now I can settle in and not worry. It's like not worry anymore, not worry about what's going to happen or what the future holds. I don't know exactly. That's just the feeling they're giving me of just being able to breathe again and knowing that everything's going to be okay in some way in your life, you know? So it's a very, very good change, but it comes about possibly in kind of a startling way or just out of the blue. And they're giving me, it's something occurs without you realizing it's happening. Like there's something that's possibly already even has already been in the works a little bit in the background in some way. And you don't even realize it. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but you will soon enough. And I'm just seeing like this huge smile and these like deer in the headlight eyes, like, oh my God, wow. Did that really just happen? Did that really just happen? It's incredible. They're saying for some of you, the news will be bigger than for others. It's like the degree of excitement, the degree of change, the degree of being startled will vary from person to person. So for some of you, it will be, in the mid to lower range. For others, it will be over the top. But regardless of the degree, it still makes a big change in your life. It still makes a significant change in how you live your life. That's what they're telling me, how you live your life, how you go about your life in some way. What you do, where you do it, who you do it with, I don't know. It'll be different for everybody. I guess for some of you, you'll have to wait and see. All right, well, let's jump into the cards and see what details we can find out. I'm going to start with the tarot cards, and then we'll circle back and get into the Lenormand after. So your first card is the Six of Cups reversed. Just a second, I just want to hear what they want to say about this. Okay, they're talking about this being a gift. And again, they're saying it's behind the scenes. As the month starts, you're not aware of what's going on, of what's coming, of what's happening. Something of what is going to become your reality in some way. But it is a gift. The Six of Cups is a gift. Sometimes is a gift from someone. Sometimes it's a gift from the universe, but it is a gift. In reverse, they're telling me you're just not aware of it yet. It's already on its way in some fashion. You just don't know it yet. You don't know what it is. You don't know it's coming. Which is kind of what we were saying, yeah. But it's wonderful. the Six of Cups is a wonderful card. It's a card of joy, of getting a gift that really genuinely makes you happy in some way. Okay, so your next card is the Three of Swords. And this card represents, the middle of the month, somewhere. Time is fluid. Keep that in mind, but it's not the beginning, it's not the end. It's somewhere in the middle of the month. We've got the Three of Wands reversed. Now, bear with me here while I just listen. They're saying that it's going to change your plans in some way. It's like what you think is going to play out, how you think this month is going to go, or even beyond that. It's like it's going to be knocked away. It's going to be something. For some of you, it's like something is being eliminated, or a change happens, and you become aware of the change. Absolutely. It's like this, this feeling with the Three of Wands is a feeling of anticipation, of waiting, of looking for answers, looking for solutions, looking for something. And it's like you're able to stop looking. Because what it's like you make plans based on what you think might happen or how something is going to go. Something is not going to go as planned, but it will be better than that, because what you have in mind is coming from a little bit of a place of fear, or just kind of settling into kind of a good enough place in your mind. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. So something is going to change with how you think something is going to play out. And it will take away the worry, the anticipation, the uncertainty of the future. You're going to realize, by mid-month, you're going to start to realize that things are going to calm down for you. It's going to get easier. Because this change allows for it. It makes it possible. Okay. All right. Then we have, at the end of the month, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Bear with me while I just like to listen to what they want to say. Of course, I know what the card means, but I get so much more from them than I do from the actual cards. That's the honest truth. Bear with me. They're telling me you're going to be either you or life is going to be putting a stop to something. Again, a stop to the wondering, the waiting, the worrying, the overthinking. For some of you, it may be an end of some kind of instability, of like if you've been going through a series of constant change, you're going to see that calm down now. Where, they're showing me this sword as being, in reverse, they're showing it just like sticking into the ground. And they just gave me the image of, gosh, I'm not going to remember the name of it. Y'all going to probably tell me in the comments that, King Arthur's, is it King Arthur's sword? The sword in the stone. They're showing me the image and not giving me the word. But anyway, the sword goes in, or it goes into the ground. It's firm. It's in concrete. It's stable, and it's staying there instead of being waved about, when it's upright. It's not the typical meaning of the card, I know, but they're giving me that it's like you're able to put your sword in the ground and feel solid, feel comfortable in your surroundings or in your situation. Things get so much easier. And your mind, you're able to keep your mind from wandering so much. Wandering and wondering, like what's going to happen? How is this going to play out? Where is this going to take me? Whatever it is for you, this really, at least for this month, it puts an end to it. they're giving me it will be more long-term than this month. But of course, this reading is only looking at the month, but they are telling me that. All right, let's look at your Lenormand cards. At the start of the month, you have the Scythe, and at the end of the month, you have the Lilies. The Scythe very clearly shows a sharp change. The cutting down of the harvest, the getting rid of something that no longer serves you. It could be a situation. It could be any number of things, but there is this spark of change, they're telling me, that takes your life. I don't know how well you can see the card, but if you can see here, there's darkness, there's a lot going on back here that you can't quite make out what you're looking at. And you've got this spark on the blade. The cut happens, the change happens, and it sparks into something new. And this, there's a house there, there's light, there is some stability. For some of you, it may actually be you're moving into a permanent home, or you're buying a home, or something along those lines. But regardless, they're giving me this change. It eliminates the darkness, the wondering, the concern, and sets you in a place of clarity, solidity, and calmness. I'm going to be able to breathe again. Because by the end of the month, you've got the Lilies, and the Lilies is longevity. It's long lasting, but also it's very calm. Especially in this particular card, we're looking at water lilies. It's very calm and relaxing, and these frogs are just sort of settled in. And they're just happy to be where they are. They're not jumping about. They're not moving about. They're not, looking around for, danger or where the next meal is going to come from. They're just in a state of peace and relaxation. And that's really how your month ends. You find a sense of stability, of calmness, of peace that you have been struggling to achieve, I think, before this month begins. And you won't know it immediately. You won't know it right away. But I would say, because you've got the Scythe here as your initial card, that it happens fairly soon. Regardless, it's something about it is already happening in the background. Whether it's just on spirit side of things, they're maneuvering, they're helping to make things happen, or things are changing, in some way behind the scenes that you're not aware of. But by the end of the month, there is this calmness, this peace, this stability, this serenity. You're going to feel much, much better than you do now, I would say. Much more relaxed and stable. All right, group 3. I love this for you. Good for you. I think it's going to be a great month for you, even if it's a little bit startling at the beginning. Remember, it's a good thing. Don't let it make you nervous. It's all wonderful. So thank you so much for being here. If the reading resonated, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me know that our energies are connecting, that the reading is resonating, that the reading is worthwhile. It really helps me, y'all. But I believe it also helps future readings resonate with you more as our energies connect more and more. If you want to drop me a comment, feel free to do that. I love your comments. I read every single one, and I'm grateful for them. And thank you so much for being here. Have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.